Hello viewers, welcome to the another video series of advanced surveying, and in this lecture I am going to discuss a different axes of theodolite, and these are very important before identify the error of the theodolite. So we will start this figure, and this figure is the inner portion of your theodolite, and the outer portion of theodolite look like this. So inside this I have a telescope, a plate and a vertical circle. So we have a horizontal circle, vertical circle and telescope. These three components I draw here. So this one is my telescope, you can see there. This must be my lower plate, and we can say this is my horizontal circle, and this one which is attached to my theodolite, which is known as vertical circle. So we will discuss one by one about the axis of theodolite. So first of all, what is axis? Axis are the imaginary lines, and these imaginary lines you have to be visualized whenever you are going to deal with theodolite survey. So first axis is must be my vertical axis. So my vertical axis, what do you mean by the vertical axis? Vertical axis is obviously the center point. You have to take center point of your theodolite and take perpendicular toward the horizontal take perpendicular from your horizontal direction, from your x direction toward your z direction. This vertical axis is known, is it calculate from your horizontal circle also. So in this case I am going to draw your vertical axis like this. This must be my lower plate, and the center of my lower plate will be the origin of your vertical axis, and this must be go to the point where I theodolite must be at center place. So joining these two lines and prolonging these 2 points toward the z direction, toward the height, we can say toward the sky, is known as your vertical axis. Is it clear? So after the vertical axis we have a Tronian axis, or we can say horizontal axis. This axis is must be 90 degree to the vertical axis, and this horizontal axis is drawn here like this. At this horizontal axis my telescope rotate in horizontal plane. Okay, so I already discussed that we have x-axis, and we have this is my y-axis, this is my z-axis. So if I rotate my telescope like this on x and y direction, that is known as your rotation. So telescope must have rotate. So rotation will be occur at horizontal axis. Okay, and by the help of rotation we will calculate our angle horizontal angles. But my telescope is also rotate on vertical axis like this is. Okay, from x to it will go to the z and then again move to the x. With the help of this movement we know this is swinging of telescope. Okay, so these are the terms related to two different axes. First is swinging of telescope, rotation about vertical axis, and rotation about horizontal axis is known as rotation of telescope. So swinging of telescope gives your vertical angle, where rotation of telescope gives you horizontal angle. Okay, so your horizontal axis, it should be like that your center of vertical circle and the center of your telescope will be intersect such that it will generate 90 degree to your vertical axis. So these are the important points, because This important points makes the errors in your telescope, and that's why we will discuss error in telescope in your next lecture. So we cover our two axes in detail version. Then I will go to the third axis, which is known as line of collimation or line of sight. So I will tell you what is the meaning. So we have crosshair, we have a crosshair toward this position. So first of all, whenever we are going to sight any object, before that we will focus this crosshair with the help of eyepiece lens. So from the center of this crosshair to the center of object lens, a line like this will be generated. This line is known as your line of collimation. This is my line of collimation, or we can say this is my line of sight. Okay, so this imaginary line is my line of sight. Okay, for this case, if I draw, this is my z direction, this must be my x direction, so this line of collimation will be in your y direction. Is it clear? So here again, the line of collimation and horizontal axis will have a 90-degree relationship. So it must be clear to you, because if it is not 90-degree, then we can say we have error in our theodolite, and we will cover this in future lectures. So this is the line of collimation. Then I have another terms, which is a line, which is the axis of telescope. Okay, axis of basically the axis of telescope. Here we have axis of theodolite, but we will discuss axis of theodolite. What do you mean by axis of theodolite? Axis of telescope. So if I draw center point of object lens and center point of eyepiece, if I identify these 2 points, and from these 2 points, if I draw a line like this, so this must be your axis of telescope. Okay, so by this we are going to define my telescope such that its horizontal axis will be 90 degree to the axis of telescope, and line of collimation or line of sight of telescope will be parallel to the axis of telescope. Okay, because line of sight is start from your crosshair, and line of and we can say line of telescope is start from your center point of eyepiece. So these two lines will be parallel, or we can say coincide to each other. If it is happen in your telescope, then we use our telescope for any other device. So these are the 3 points we cover. Now we have axis of plate level and axis of altitude level, and I already covered this in your last lecture. See, axis of plate level means there is a horizontal circle. Over this horizontal we have a bubble. We have a bubble tube. This bubble tube having a bubble like this, whenever this bubble reaches to the center point, I will draw a tangent point from this bubble. This is my axis of plate level. This line is my axis of plate level. Okay, similarly we have a vertical circle. This vertical circle again having a bubble tube, like this is a bubble tube for vertical circle. So whenever the bubble of this vertical circle is at on center position, we will draw a tangent point again from this bubble like this. So this tangent point gives a line in the form of rays. This rays is known as an axis of altitude level. In simple word, for altitude level, your bubble tube must be on vertical circle. for plate level, your bubble tube must be on your horizontal surface. So this is a very simple difference between these two axes, which is number 4 and number 5. I hope you enjoy this lecture, and in the next lecture we will discuss about errors of theodolite. Thank you. Have a nice day.